My name is Homer Lloyd Coleman Peebles.
You told us about the Army one time, but you were in the Army twice.
Yeah,
And the second time, or was that before the second time?
this is in 33 that I'm telling you about now.
Okay.
And the other time was in 10 years later, 43.
43, okay.
Yeah.
You met quite a prominent person when you were in the Army then.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the second time I was out on the rifle range one day, and I was always a pretty good shot. And I was out on the rifle range one day, along with many other fellows, and they had all the targets lined up from, I forget what to what, all during the 40s, I know. And I was firing on target 46. And that's when they came out with that new, they came out with that new rifle. It replaced the old 30-aught Springfield that they wanted to.
The Garand? Was it the Garand?
Yeah, Garand, that's right. That's right, the Garand. And, of course, they got 8 shots in a clip, and I put 8 shots almost in the same place. And I was shooting over my head that day, but nobody knew it but me. General Omar Bradley was up to the top of the ridge, hollered down and says, "Who's firing on 46? I said, "Oh, God, what have I done now?" He said, "Come up here." I went up there. He says, "Where'd you learn to shoot, son?" "No, soldier." He always called me soldier. "Where'd you learn to shoot, soldier?" I said, "When I was a 5-year-old kid on a farm." He says, "This is what I figured." He says, "Come down to the office Monday morning and I want to see you." So he come down and made me one of his bodyguards. I looked after his quarters. That was one of my duties, is to look after his quarters, make his bed, and all that. And I remember one time he came in and unexpected, and there was one of those bazookas over along the wall. That's the first time that a foot soldier could take out a tank. It was a shoulder fired thing. And I didn't know what it was. It looked like a piece of junk to me. And I told him, I says, "Sir, you want me to throw this in the trash?" He said, "Young man, that's what we're going to win this damn war with." It was one of those bazookas, those shoulder-fired.
Anti-tank weapon.
Huh?
Shoulder-fired anti-tank.
Yeah, that's right. And young man, that's what we're going to win this damn war with. So I didn't try to throw it away.
How long did you serve for him? How long did you serve for Mr. General Bradley?
Oh, I was with him only a short time. I'd say, as a matter of fact, probably a couple of months. And when I was on maneuvers and I got hurt. I hurt my legs over again. And so they sent me home and joined the American Legion. And that's where that picture came from. When I joined the American Legion, I went out there and the old boys were all sitting around trying to figure out how to buy coal for the furnace. so to keep the place warm. And I knew they was hard up for money, and I thought I'd promote a few fights. I'd done some fighting before in the Army. I thought I'd promote a few fights, help pay the coal bill. And so that's how I started having some of the American Legion fights that picture's from.
When you served with General
Bradley?
What places did you go?
But I never went overseas. I was always here in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So the bodyguard part never did develop. We didn't see Patton and all those guys.
Now, what was the reason?
So I can't brag about being shot up and all that sort of thing. I got thrown out of a damn Jeep.
What was the reason why General Bradley never left the U.S.?
Oh, well, he did leave. Of course, he took over the European operation at one time, but that was later. That was much later.
So while he was here, he was involved with training?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have any other memories of the general?
Well, not really. Other than the fact that I saw him about every day. I had to keep his quarters. He's the one that wanted his blanket stretched so tight across his bunk that you could bounce a quarter off of him. He wanted that damn bunk really tightened down.
What about his personality?
He was a mild person. I was surprised, very surprised, when they turned the European operation over to him, practically. He was a very mild personality.